UFOs aren't always the smooth flyers we imagine. Sometimes they behave in ways that leave us baffled. These strange sightings and encounters with erratic movements and sudden disappearances will make you think twice about their hidden intentions. In a murky lake, a saucer-shaped object was seen skimming the water's surface like a jet ski, its movement swift and fluid. As it neared the shore, the craft tilted downward, seamlessly gliding just above the water before moving with calculated precision. The sight was baffling, whether was it an extraterrestrial ship designed for aquatic travel. With each new encounter, it becomes more apparent that UFOs might have secret underwater bases hidden beneath the surface. This chilling sighting is just one piece of the puzzle, suggesting that alien life could be living among us beneath the waves, undetected and mysterious. Frozen in time. As a man went to the gas station, the sky above him suddenly seemed wrong. There, hanging motionless in the air, were multiple disc-shaped UFOs, suspended as if frozen in time. No movement, no sound, just a silent presence, hanging ominously above. It looked to be a glitch in the sky, a trick of the eye, or maybe something more unsettling at play. The stillness of the craft left a chilling feeling in the air. What were these UFOs waiting for? Their unnerving silence and unnatural stillness suggested that they weren't simply passing by, they were observing, or perhaps preparing for something alarming. Mysterious glow. While out in the water, a boatman captured an astonishing sight of this massive alien ship hovering above the ocean. Beneath it, a green light flickered, and a blue glow was coming from its underside. As he watched in disbelief, it seemed as though a door opened, pulling substances from the water into the craft. What were they extracting, and why? This could be a form of resource gathering, perhaps using oceanic materials to fuel their ships. The implications are eerie. Extraterrestrials could be tapping into Earth's natural resources for their own energy needs, all while remaining hidden from human eyes. UFO rising from deep. Oceans have long hidden secrets, but this sighting turned theories into shock. A Navy officer aboard a ship spotted a massive greenish UFO emerging from the depths. Its surface left behind swirling water fumes and a sense of unease. The officer quickly began recording as the craft descended, defying gravity before vanishing into the skies. This sighting could be proof of underwater alien bases. It was maybe hiding, operating covertly, or living undetected beneath the waves. The ocean's depths may hold more mysteries than we dare imagine, with extraterrestrial visitors quietly thriving beneath our watchful eyes. Antarctic Encounter. In 2020, while scanning the frozen waters of Antarctica, a NASA unit detected something strange on their radar. Curious, they deployed a drone to investigate, only to capture an unexpected sight. Above the icy land, a metallic disc glided effortlessly over the water. As the drone followed its movements, the UFO suddenly shot upward into the sky with incredible speed. Its glowing body glowed under the sunlight, creating a reflection on the water below. The sight was baffling, not just because of the craft's speed, but because it defied everything known about aerial technology in such extreme conditions. Spinning top. In 2020, an unusual video surfaced online, capturing an eerie scene above a dense forest. The object resembled a spinning top, its smooth metallic body rotating steadily while hovering just above the treetops. As it moved slightly, an otherworldly light began to glow from its underside, illuminating the foliage below. The glow intensified rapidly, pulsing with an energy that seemed beyond comprehension. Suddenly, in a flash of light, the object accelerated straight upward, vanishing into the sky. It was merely passing through, or it had completed some hidden task. The bizarre event left viewers thinking about the mysteries hidden above and perhaps among the trees. Smokey Gateway. An unsettling footage emerged from Mexico showing a saucer-shaped UFO hovering ominously above a residential house in 2023. The craft's smooth metallic surface made it unmistakably otherworldly. Suddenly, a smoky ring appeared in the sky in front of the UFO. Without waiting for a second, the saucer went into the ring, which closed behind it, leaving no trace. The phenomenon left witnesses stunned, asking whether they had just witnessed dimensional travel. Locals debated the incident, with some claiming it was a portal to another world. This looked to be a fleeting glimpse into interdimensional technology. UFO above ocean. Above the ocean, a boatman witnessed something bizarre. It was a disc-shaped UFO streaking across the sky. What made this sighting extraordinary was the thick smoke trailing behind it, as if the object was attempting to camouflage itself from radar detection. The silvery craft moved with eerie precision, mesmerizing and unsettling the boatman. It looked like it was malfunctioning, or this smoke could be a deliberate tactic for something far more sinister. As the UFO vanished into the horizon, its trail lingered, leading to theories of cloaking experiments or covert operations. This wasn't just a sighting, it was a chilling hint of the unknown. Unknown portal. In April 2024, a man captured this extraordinary sight on camera of a disc-shaped UFO with odd edges and countless lights beneath it. Unlike any known craft, it darted erratically, moving up and down at an unnatural speed. Then, as if the sky tore open, a glowing portal appeared mid-air. The UFO maneuvered into the gateway, disappearing in an instant. To the man's astonishment, the portal vanished too, leaving no trace of what had just occurred. This was maybe a glimpse of advanced alien technology, or a fleeting look at interdimensional travel. Whatever it was, the boundaries of reality seemed to blur that day. Silent abduction. While walking to his yard, a man's routine walk turned into a nightmare. Without warning, a UFO appeared, gliding silently through the sky toward him. Oblivious at first, he remained focused on his task until an eerie blue-green glow engulfed him. Witnesses reported seeing the glow intensify as the craft hovered ominously close. Moments later, the man was gone, abducted into the light, leaving behind an empty yard and unanswered questions. He was never seen again. It could be a random act, or he was specifically chosen. What do you say? Double disc over the park. As the man was sitting in the park, an odd sight took his attention. Hovering silently above was a craft unlike any he had ever seen. It was a double disc structure, as if layered with floors. Its sleek design glowed faintly under the dim light, and a row of glowing lights encircled its middle section, pulsating rhythmically. The craft's slow descent toward the remote park suggested an attempt to land, yet it maintained an eerie stillness. It seemed to be observing the surroundings, or the park was its intended destination. Before anyone could approach, the craft tilted slightly and ascended swiftly. Mountains mystery. Perched atop a mountain, a triangular UFO spun slowly, captivating a hiker with its weird motion. From its underside center, a glowing light suddenly emerged, creating an eerie light over the rocky terrain. The craft continued its steady rotation as though performing a deliberate ritual or operation. Maybe it was delivering something, or perhaps retrieving a passenger or object of significance. The scene looked a calculated intent, leaving witnesses with the possibilities. Its precise actions hinted at a purpose unknown to human understanding. This could be an exchange, a mission, or something else entirely. Invisible UFO of Bogota. In August 2022, while photographing the night sky with his telescope, a man in Bogota, Colombia, captured something unexpected. What appeared to be a faint flicker on his screen turned into a clear image of an object with wing-like structures and a blinking light at its rear. He quickly looked up to try and spot it with the naked eye, but nothing was visible. The object danced erratically across the sky, moving with an unnatural precision, only visible through the lens. The blinking light at its rear pulsed like a signal, though it made no sound. What was it? Was it a cloaked craft, or something far more advanced, out of human comprehension? UFO's unintended stop. In 2023, a man in Mexico was startled by a deafening sound outside his home like something big and metallic had fallen. So he went out and was shocked to see a disc-shaped UFO lodged halfway into his house wall. Its metallic body was damaged as if it had lost control. It raised many suspicions in people's minds as to why this advanced craft descended into a quiet residential area, maybe an accident, or pursuing something on Earth. As officials arrived to investigate, the craft vanished, leaving behind a gaping hole. Whatever brought it there, this mysterious crash shattered the notion of safety in the skies. Mysterious liftoff. Standing in the opposite building, a man noticed something that froze him in place. Over the lake, a massive white disc emerged. Behind it, strange attachments extended like wings. And as it began to lift off, something unsettling happened. A thick trail of water mixed with smoke poured from beneath the craft. It wasn't just rising, it was leaving a clear, deliberate mark on the water's surface, almost as if it were part of a ritualistic departure. What kind of craft could create such an effect? And what was it doing beneath the water's surface in the first place? The answers remain covered in mystery. Hidden base. Do you recall the ocean UFOs we discussed before? Here's another compelling sighting. In 2023, a fisherman in the middle of the ocean witnessed a triangular object rising from the water. Its surface glowed as sunlight reflected off it, creating shimmering patterns on the waves. He was startled and quickly zoomed in to capture the moment. The object paused briefly as if assessing its surroundings before ascending skyward. This encounter led to rumors of underwater alien bases or extraterrestrials using the depths as a hidden refuge. Whether it's secrecy or strategy, these sightings suggest we know far less about our oceans than we ever imagined. UFO in African desert. On a routine patrol in the African desert, a pilot noticed something strange. It was a metallic UFO moving just beneath his plane. At first it lingered, almost unnoticed, but soon it drifted alongside, revealing a full view of its smooth metallic surface, lined with numerous windows. As the pilot instinctively checked his radar, he was stunned to see nothing. No signal, no trace of the craft. The UFO had somehow evaded radar detection entirely. It was maybe studying the aircraft or perhaps conducting its own surveillance mission. Twin Towers Encounter.
What is that? It's over there.
In 2023, a group of friends took a chopper ride over the city skyline when something extraordinary caught their attention. Hovering near the Twin Towers was a mysterious UFO, its metallic body gleaming under the sunlight. They were intrigued and excited and began recording the craft, zooming in to capture every detail. Suddenly, without warning, the UFO shot upward at an astonishing speed, vanishing into the vast sky. The group was left in disbelief, with their footage having debates online. Was this a casual observation, or did the UFO intend to remind humanity of its silent presence? The questions lingered. UFO Chasing speedboat. Captured in a chilling clip, a jet-like craft with flickering green and red lights hovered above a speeding boat, seemingly in pursuit. The craft's movements were deliberate, tailing the boat through the water with an eerie sense of purpose. Was it hunting, observing, or testing? Online discussions flooded in, suggesting the UFO had deliberately disguised itself as a conventional plane, blending in with normal air traffic to avoid detection. But why would it be tracking a simple speedboat? The unanswered question lingers about what the craft wanted, and why was it so intent on staying hidden? Spinning descent. A hiker's ordinary day took a bizarre twist as he witnessed a UFO descending from the sky. The metallic craft spun slowly as it came down, leaving a smoky trail behind. Its erratic motion hinted at a malfunction or some internal failure. Seconds later, it vanished into the hills. Strangely, there was no smoke, no nothing, just silence as the craft disappeared into the landscape. It looked like it was a deliberate maneuver to confuse onlookers, or it was a malfunctioning UFO hiding its presence. The lack of visible craft deepened the mystery. Silent observer. In the dense jungle of Arizona in 2020, a man was taking a stroll when something caught his eye. A UFO hovering just above the trees moved eerily beside him. Its flight wasn't like anything he had ever seen, slow, deliberate, as if it was observing the area or completing a secret task. The craft glided through the forest, its movements too calculated to be random. It could be scouting the land, searching for a hidden refuge. The UFO seemed out of place, as if it was preparing to settle in the forest, a silent observer of the world around it. What could it be up to? What do you say? Double disc mystery. Over a frozen area, a massive double disc-shaped UFO rotated ominously in the sky. What shocked witnesses most wasn't just the craft itself, it was the figure suspended beneath it, seemingly hovering in mid-air. Was this an abduction in progress, or something far more mysterious? The UFO's slow, deliberate movements hinted at precision, as if it was performing a calculated operation. Moments later, the figure and craft vanished into the sky. It looked like a chilling reminder of their hidden activities on Earth's remote edges. Lightning mystery. Before the sunrise in 2020, a farmer walking across his land witnessed something beyond belief. A UFO hovered silently above his crops, but it wasn't like any UFO he'd heard of. Bolts of lightning-like energy shot from its underside, striking the earth below. As the farmer watched, the glowing lines seemed to carve patterns into the soil, crop circles forming before his eyes. It looked like the UFO was responsible for the mysterious formations, or it was observing them as part of something far bigger. Alarming presence in Texas. In the skies over Texas, a massive UFO with a dark, ominous body appeared, its shape unlike anything seen before. Strange attachments trailed behind it, resembling electrical systems that pulsed with an eerie glow. But what truly disturbed witnesses was the thick, dark smoke trailing from the craft, almost as if it were malfunctioning. In front of it, red flickering lights blinked, sending an unmistakable signal of distress. The craft looked in trouble. The smoke and flashing lights hinted at something unsettling. This could be a warning, a sign that UFOs are not as flawless as they seem. Mysterious disappearance. In a remote mountain range, a lone hiker stumbled upon an unsettling sight. It was a massive UFO hovering quietly in the distance. But what truly caught his attention were two men in hazmat suits standing beside the craft. As he moved closer to investigate, the unimaginable happened. The UFO lifted into the sky, and as it did, both men vanished without a trace. It was as if the craft had taken them with it. This did not seem like an ordinary encounter. It could be a hidden alliance between humans and extraterrestrials. Area 51 encounter. UFOs are growing bolder by the day, and a recent clip proved just that. A spherical craft landed abruptly near the notorious Area 51, leading to immediate concern among authorities. As they rushed to look, the UFO did not attempt to hide its presence. Instead, it shot upward into the sky, leaving no time for further action or explanation. It did not seem to be a random visit. Some said that extraterrestrials are trying to access our most secretive facilities, possibly seeking hidden information or technology. What do you think about it? Triangular UFO. Under the cover of darkness, a triangular-shaped UFO descended with uncanny movements. Lights adorned its underside. Initially mistaken for a plane, the craft's unusual triangular structure quickly dispelled the notion that it was nothing like any aircraft known to humanity. Its quiet yet deliberate landing raised questions among those who caught a glimpse. Was it performing a covert operation, or was this an unintentional reveal of extraterrestrial technology? The craft lingered momentarily before vanishing into the night, leaving only confusion and intrigue in its wake. A triangular plane may seem plausible, but this? Something far more extraordinary. Still UFO. On a busy Florida road, cars suddenly came to a halt as drivers and passengers noticed an unusual sight in the sky. A UFO, still with a bright light beneath it, remained perfectly motionless, capturing the attention of everyone in the area. No movement, no sound, just the object in the sky hanging there like it was waiting to be seen. People quickly grabbed their phones, recording the sight and sharing it online. Was it a sign? The UFO seemed to have deliberately chosen that moment to be noticed, leaving everyone wondering about what message did it want to send and why now. Vanishing UFO.
They can't try and run over like really close.
A man stood frozen as he witnessed a bizarre UFO in the sky, moving erratically in all directions. It left behind a trail of white smoke, but strangely the smoke wasn't continuous. It appeared in broken segments. Just as quickly as it had appeared, the object vanished from sight. It was maybe a craft trying to escape, or the disappearance was a deliberate maneuver to avoid detection. The odd behavior and sudden vanishing only deepened the mystery, leaving the man and many others questioning what they had truly seen.
Yeah.
Is that a road there?
Yeah.
The Black Knight. This chilling video surfaced online, showing a black metallic object hovering near Earth in space in 2023. Its shape resembled that of a bat, spinning and glowing as it drifted through the void. This eerie sight led many to recall the infamous Black Knight satellite conspiracy theory, which claims that an extraterrestrial spacecraft has been in a near-polar orbit around Earth for centuries. According to some, NASA has been covering up its existence and origin, leaving the true nature of the object a mystery. This could be the same craft or another anomaly that confirms the presence of something far beyond human understanding. UFO Signal. In the skies of Colorado, an unidentified object caught the attention of onlookers, leaving them questioning the reality of what they were seeing. The silver metal craft moved with purpose. It had a dome-shaped underside. Blinking lights dotted its upper surface, creating a pattern. Even more interesting was the green light along its edges, continuously shifting and moving in a rhythmic way. This looked like a communication signal. The craft's strange behavior suggested it was trying to convey something, but to whom? Its true intent remains just out of reach. Hidden sphere. While testing his drone in a field, a man accidentally captured an unusual sight. This was a small, spherical black UFO moving silently between the bushes. It had a glossy surface as it darted smoothly through the bushes. Unlike the typical flying saucers seen in the skies, this sphere seemed designed for secrecy. Hovering low, it maneuvered effortlessly, as though on a reconnaissance mission. The object seemed to collect data, monitor its surroundings, or hide from prying eyes. The drone's footage left viewers intrigued and unsettled. This black orb could be evidence of a new kind of alien technology designed to stay unnoticed on the ground. White UFO. Stepping outside her house one breezy evening, a girl noticed something unusual drifting in the sky. At first, she thought it was an air balloon lazily floating with the wind. She got curious, pulled out her phone, and started recording. The object, however, wasn't moving like a balloon. It was stark white, with a smooth, featureless surface, shifting in arbitrary directions against the wind's flow. Its erratic motion hinted at something controlled, something unnatural. This was no balloon. It looked to be a scouting device, quietly observing below. The footage left her and viewers captivated, questioning its origin.
I don't know what that is.
Dancing lights. Not all UFOs fit the classic saucer image, and this one certainly didn't. Captured in Mexico's night sky, it defied all expectations. Its bizarre, unidentifiable shape glowed with multicolored lights, spinning and blinking like a cosmic disco ball. The dazzling sight captivated onlookers as the UFO moved through the darkness. A ufologist, after analyzing the footage, suggested it could be a plasma-based craft, an advanced technology beyond human understanding. It looked to be a deliberate light show, but no one was sure of anything. Evidence from the 90s. A chilling clip from the 90s surfaced, showing fears of extraterrestrial abductions. The footage showed a round UFO with a man suspended before it, spinning slowly as if caught in an invisible grip. Yes, the scene left no room for doubt. The UFO wasn't just hovering, it was actively abducting the man. The craft's movements were deliberate, as though executing an alarming mission. As the man vanished into its hold, the UFO disappeared into the clouds. Decades later, this grainy footage still raises questions about whether it was a coordinated abduction or an alien experiment captured on tape. The truth lingers, unresolved. UFO over military secrets. Next on the list is this disc-shaped UFO that appeared above a secret military base, defying explanation. Hovering just 7 to 8 meters above ground, its smooth metallic surface glowed under the base's surveillance lights. For moments, it moved silently, as though observing the area. Then, in an astonishing burst of motion, it shot into the sky at a jaw-dropping speed, estimated at 20,000 kilometers per hour. Witnesses were left stunned, their equipment unable to keep up. It seemed to be spying on classified operations or testing the limits of human observation. The speed and precision of its disappearance left no doubt this was far beyond earthly technology. Tilted descent. A dome-shaped UFO hovering at an unusual tilted angle was spotted descending from the sky. Its lower body showed intricate, unearthly designs as it descended. Witnesses watched and wondered whether it was a malfunction or a deliberate landing attempt. The tilt suggested a loss of control, unlike the typically smooth and precise movements associated with such crafts. As it neared the ground, its lights flickered, adding to the tension. Was it crashing, or was this part of some cryptic alien maneuver? The mysterious descent left viewers with more questions than answers, further deepening the mystery of UFO technology and intent. The shapeshifter. A glowing object appeared in the sky, unlike anything witnessed before. It shimmered, creating an eerie light that illuminated its surroundings. As it moved, the object morphed, shifting its form in ways that defied logic. Some said it was a shape-shifting UFO, deliberately altering its shape to stay undetected. Unlike the familiar disc-shaped saucers, this craft seemed to adapt its appearance, blending into the sky to avoid recognition. Its ever-changing form left onlookers with more questions than answers, hiding its true nature in plain sight. UFO and fighter jets in sync. The unsettling calm can speak volumes. Look for yourself. In the sky, a strange, unidentified craft moved calmly, its shape unlike anything seen before. But it wasn't alone. Fighter jets flew in close formation behind it. To the eyes, it might have looked like a chase, but honestly, it was not, as there was no urgency or sudden movements. The jets weren't pursuing the UFO. Rather, they seemed to be escorting it, ensuring its smooth passage. It was as though this was a routine flight, no different from any other. This looked to be proof that all those rumors of a government UFO alliance were true, with military forces silently assisting extraterrestrial visitors. Star of Russia. In 2014, the skies above Russia witnessed the mesmerizing sight of a star-shaped UFO, its body surrounded by blinking lights. But what truly caught the eye was the strange, spinning object inside it. It was maybe an attachment or perhaps part of the craft itself. As it moved continuously, the sight became undeniable to everyone below. Was it simply a scene of its advanced capabilities, or was the UFO trying to communicate? Its actions hinted at something more than just a random encounter. This seemed to be a signal, a message, or even an invitation to understand something far beyond our comprehension. The mystery remains. Night encounter. An enormous otherworldly ship appeared in the sky in night in 2022. While its full form remained covered in mystery, the camera still managed to capture its outline, a faint but unmistakable silhouette against the night. The footage quickly circulated, leading to heated discussions among viewers. This could be proof that extraterrestrials are silently coexisting with us. Skeptics questioned the video's clarity, while believers saw it as undeniable evidence. Where do you lie about it? Volcanos' fiery pull. What happens when fire meets a UFO? This 2019 clip from a hilly region showed it. At night, a glowing orb-like UFO hovered silently above a volcano. Suddenly, as it reached the crater's edge, it changed its direction and descended directly into the molten fire below. The blurry footage made it unclear whether it was deliberate or a catastrophic malfunction. Some said its energy source was depleted and it sought a recharge from the volcanic heat. Others believe a sudden malfunction caused it to slip into the fiery depths. The mysterious incident hints at a strange connection between extraterrestrial technology and Earth's raw natural power. Metallic drifter. Exploring the remote mountains, a man spotted an object gliding above the rugged area. Zooming in, he saw an elongated metallic craft reflecting sunlight as it moved steadily in a straight path, seemingly brushing the mountaintops. Suddenly, its direction shifted. It ascended sharply and vanished into the sky, leaving the viewer in stunned silence. Debates erupted online, with many identifying it as a UFO attempting to remain hidden in the desolation of the mountains. It could have been malfunctioning, forcing it to navigate at such low altitudes. Well, the video brought this mysterious drifter to the world's attention. Open discussion. Today's open discussion revolves around a bizarre video that surfaced on Facebook. It shows a disc-shaped UFO with an elongated attachment underneath. What caught everyone's attention was the thick white smoke trailing behind it as it moved across the sky. The strange part came when the UFO suddenly flipped upside down and the smoke began rising into the sky, defying normal gravity. Then, the video cut abruptly. Was this a malfunction, or could the UFO be performing some kind of scientific or experimental maneuver? The sudden change in direction and the smoke pattern seem intentional. Maybe it's sending a signal or trying to conceal something. What do you think this UFO was up to? Let's discuss this in the comments, so do share your thoughts below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.